Well, hey there, guys. It is Jersey Girl, and welcome into Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. I am the one, the only Jersey Girl. Now, typically, I kind of give you guys a reminder, a heads up that I am going to be on at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But your girl been a little bit busy today, okay? And so with me kind of been busy, like juggling multiple things, I'm welcoming you guys into the room now. So I also need to make sure that I get a chance to talk to you guys before I welcome in my TikTok family, just to let you guys know that we are growing by leaps and bounds over on TikTok, guys. And so we have a lot of interaction over there, and I would really like for you guys to go ahead and follow JG Cozy Niche over on the TikTok. So then that way we can go ahead and have lots and lots of discussions, okay, that's got a lot of different things going, more different pieces moving over there, shall we say. And so always I'm going to make sure that I give you guys 30 minutes on here, but typically when we get over in TikTok, we can go for a while. And that's because there's people from all over that are tuning in, who I am totally grateful for in tuning in, y'all. And so that's what I kind of want to let you guys know in advance. Like I said, please do start to expect some changes that will be happening on Jersey Girl Cozy Niche on the Facebook page, as well as some different things that are also going to be popping up. Come here on the YouTube channel as well. So there are a lot of different things going. I am excited for you guys to know about it, to hear about it, and to be a part of it, of course. Okay. And so then that way you guys can come on along for this new journey that we are going to be taking in 2023. Y'all already know I don't do, New Year resolutions. I do New Day resolutions. And with that, there are different changes and things that happen and come along. So I definitely want you guys as my Facebook family, because pretty much Facebook is where I kind of got started at, and then went ahead and opened up the YouTube channel. So I want you guys to come along with me. I don't want you guys to feel as if though you're being lost in the sauce, because you're not. I just want you guys to grow with me. Every year is a year that we get older. Okay. And so the way I used to look let's be honest, the way I looked a couple of years ago, I still kind of look now, just a little bit. Okay. Look, baby, I done went blonde and I haven't gone back since. Okay. All right. So I've been blonde since 2019, and I have just been enjoying myself, baby. Okay. But that doesn't mean that there aren't changes to come, and so it's the same thing here on the YouTube channel, guys. We are going to go ahead and just have all these different changes that are going to come. And I don't want to, have you guys be missing out on any of the wonderful things and different things that Jersey Girl has got going on, honey, when it comes down to anything and everything Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. So let's go ahead and get started so we can go ahead and talk about what today's show is. It is streaming across the bottom. It is December 5th of 2022, baby. And we are still talking about our 4 attachment styles. Tonight, we are going to dive into our dismissive avoidant style, okay? So let me go ahead on and make sure that I go ahead and welcome in my TikTok family, okay? So I'm talking to you guys to YouTube as well as through Facebook, through my Jersey Girl page, as well as through my personal page as well. And guys, get ready, because I was on my cousin's live last night, and she is doing some great things, bougie nanny boutique, okay? And so y'all get ready for that, because I'm excited to be able to get my goods so I can go ahead and promote my family as well. I've told you guys I've got some creative people in my family. And so, of course, I want them to be a part of everything too. Okay, so this is some of the stuff that my TikTok people can't see, and I want to make sure that you guys get a chance to see here before I go ahead and introduce them in. So then that way you'll know what the title is. Of course, I want to be able to make sure that you are reminded that you can always be able to shop with your girl at jersey-girl-cozyniche.com. Get all of your goods, okay? Custom aprons, dominoes, home decor pieces, all that good stuff. I don't think I have my eyelash case. Hold on, as a matter of fact. I know I do, so stand by a second, guys. I didn't go that far, but I know that I do have it close. And with me having it close, I want to make sure that I showcase it for you. So forgive me for stepping away. apologize that you guys are not able to see me right now looking for some stuff off camera, shall we say. So then that way I can show you some of the things that Jersey Girl has available for sale on Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. So I had it before, but I don't have it right now. So I apologize for leaving the screen blank, guys, because I had it before, but I don't have it in front of me now. So isn't that, I'm like, I know I had it. Where did I put it? Is the wait, I think I might have it over here. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. I know. A whole lot of different stuff Jersey Girl's doing. There we go. We got it. It's over here. It's over here, y'all. It's over here. I put it in another location, honey. Oh, my word. I got to make sure I got myself together when I am interacting with y'all, okay? All right, so of course, you can get your custom coasters, okay? Your very own custom coasters. This is what I call my beautiful African lady, okay? And the diverse colors are also available on Jersey Girl. -cozyniche.com. We got some beautiful keychains that you can also be able to get. Yeah, y'all see that high heel, honey? She cute. Okay, and then of course we do have our eye candy. So this is your eyelash that also has a mirror. Boop, boop. And it has a center at the bottom that you can be able to go ahead and hold your eyelash glue in should you want to. And then, like I said, you can also go ahead and get your very own, team inspired. Okay. So these are, I think these are the color of the Titans. Okay. I think that's the color of the Tennessee Titans. Or you can say, you know what, Jersey Girl, I'm not looking for that, girl. I would just like to have something, really simple. So we got some, clear with the gold flecks. And then, this is a very cute set together, with that silver and that blue, if that's, something of your colors, you could be able to get all that in there. So just some of the items that you could be able to get on Jersey Girl -cozyniche.com. And of course, want to be able to remind you guys about all the areas that Jersey Girl covers. So let's go ahead and welcome in my TikTok family, guys. So then that way we can go ahead and get started. Now, there's certain portions that Facebook tends to block out, okay, for music. So unfortunate, but like I said, over on TikTok, there's really not an issue I have to worry about. So we're going to go ahead and play some music right before we get in. We are actually near, we are over 3,500 subscribers over on TikTok. Yes, we are. Actually nearing the 4,000 mark, to be honest. And I'm so excited. Yeah, so we're going to hit that 5,000 mark. Then we're going to exceed it by going ahead and hitting that 10. And then it is up and at them from there, people. Yes, I'm excited about how we are growing. So that's why I said, once you're a part of the TikTok family. So here we go. Let's see. I need to go ahead and have everybody come in. And we like to play music over here too, y'all. So make sure it ain't too loud over here. It need to be loud, but not too loud. Okay. So again, if you see my eyes moving from here to here, that is because I'm working with two. I'm posting in two areas. Shorty, thank you so much for tuning in. Sonia J. Waddy, Clipsy, my favorite, join. Thank you guys so much for joining. We are talking about attachment styles. We had talked about one of them last week, which was securely attached. And so tonight we're going to be talking about dismissive avoidant. Yes. Hey there, darling, Leia's mom. Honey, if you want to go ahead and get up in the box, let me know, okay? Send me an invite so you can go ahead and jump up in here, girl, okay? We're talking about dismissive avoidant tonight in regards to attachment styles in relationships. So yeah, so I'm excited about you guys coming in. User, I'm sorry that number flashed so fast. But outside of you guys being here, I also have my Facebook and then my YouTube subscribers also popping in over here. So you guys make sure that you continue to stay engaged. We got Marvin Gaye playing in the background because I think it's relevant. it's what is going on. What are these things that are happening now in all types of relationships? I'm not talking about just dating or in marriages. I'm talking about in families. I'm talking about in business. Yeah, parent to parent, siblings. What is that interaction? What is that actually doing to us, and how we can be able to bridge some gaps? That's what we are talking about tonight. Okay, so my Facebook and my YouTube folks get to see a little bit more interaction on this side because they're kind of flowing in on this. But don't worry, I'm giving both of you guys the attention that you need. And so I definitely do appreciate you guys for popping on in. Okay, so they'll see some of the things that we're talking about over here. But I'm definitely going to make sure I go ahead and mention it in a live too. So that way you guys can know that you're a part of this discussion. You know how Jersey girls do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pause Marvin Gaye, and let's go ahead and just say thanks in advance so much for everybody tuning in on TikTok, and everybody that will be joining in, as well as those that are already on Facebook, as well as on the YouTube side. Thank you guys so much for hopping in. Make sure that y'all leave comments on Facebook and YouTube side so that way I can see you guys over there when you're leaving comments, okay? And just so my TikTok family can know too, sometimes it's a delay, y'all. So if you say something and I don't address it, it's because it's a bit of delay on the host side, okay? But don't mean that I'm not, trying to acknowledge you, because Lord knows, of course I want to talk to you, okay? I do. I really do. Okay, so last week, guys, when we talked about the 4 different attachment styles, you're like, Jersey girl, what the heck is attachment style, child? Let me go ahead and let you know what attachment style is, okay? It's a theory, so it's not nothing proven, but it is a theory, okay, of how the different ways that we interact and behave in relationships. And I'm showing this to my Facebook and YouTube folks as well. And they said that these behaviors are actually developed early in childhood, and your actual first experience in handling that, dealing with that, is actually parent to child, and then obviously your first intermediate family. So this is where it's developed, but I don't believe that it stops there. It's where it's developed, but it doesn't mean that that's it. No. You grow, you live, you learn, you experience, and you go through stuff. And so with all that, you are constantly moving. You have the formative years of a child, that their brain is being formed. So that's why they tell you early on, if you want your child to speak more than one language, they're soaking everything up. So the best time to go ahead and introduce a language to them, or several languages to them, I believe is up until the age of 3 to 5, when they're that sponge like that. If I got anybody in my audience that has, more in-depth childhood development and can be able to recall exactly if I'm correct, go ahead and make sure that y'all jot that down in there, because I'm not the type of person like, oh, I know it all. No, I don't. I don't know it all. Okay. I'm not an expert. I'm not an early childhood development expert, but what I can tell you is what I have learned, what I have read, because I have experience in childhood development, before my kids came along, and then my kids came along. Okay. Hello, Lodi Gutierrez. How are you, darling? Thanks so much for popping in, darling. I surely do appreciate. And as y'all know, I always say, tap, 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 tap my nose, that beauty mark on my nose, please. I surely do appreciate it, y'all. Yes, I do. Okay. So last week we were talking about the securely attached, and that is the type of person that can communicate really well. They're okay with being vulnerable. Okay. And they don't have a problem with communicating in a relationship. And so they feel confident in who they are as a person and things like that. Okay. So that's securely attached. I was listening to one of my friends when he went live, and he was talking about, he actually ended up taking the test himself. So there's a free assessment that you can be able to take. Okay. I pulled it up on Google, and it's attachment style quiz, and it's free to take. Okay. And so I would highly suggest that you go ahead and take the quiz, because I think that it would be something very helpful for you to be able to know what your attachment style is in relationships and what it's not. Because it will help you. I think all around it will help you in relationship, male to female, if you will, partner to partner. But of course, it's definitely going to be able to help you tremendously in being able to relate and communicate with people outside of your immediate circle, and those that you do have to deal with, and whether that's at church, whether it's in business, and again, you can be able to see for yourself. It's not always necessarily about you as a failure. Okay. Where it's like, okay, why didn't that work out? Oh, it must have been on me. Or for you to blame the other person, as much as is have an understanding and unlocking to say, okay, this person, obviously the way that they handle things is because of this and because of that. Okay. And so tonight we are talking about the dismissive avoidance. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the dismissive avoidant is. And again, you see my eyes here, and my eyes also popping here because my YouTube and my Facebook followers over here also are getting things going across the screen, y'all. So I got to make sure I'm paying attention. Okay. So those that have the dismissive avoidant attachment style, they have intense emotions that can feel overwhelming and cause them to retreat, withdrawing from argumentative or triggering situations. Their need for independence can also cause conflict within themselves because they want to be drawn into you. They desire to, but at the same time, they also they desire to retreat and not really get into conflict. And so they're conflicted within themselves. So if they're coming across that way to you in a relationship, just understand that when they say it's not you, it's me, in that particular instance, it really is them. Although they desire to be close, they also have a tendency to push away. So I think that that's also rooted in a bit of rejection as well. If there's anybody down in the chat or in the comments that, can agree to that, or maybe if you have a different perspective of that, I definitely would love to be able to hear about it. So when I think of the dismissive avoidant, to me, it is a bit of conflict there, as they great said. Okay, great points. Thank you so much, the Affluent Man. I appreciate your comments down here in the comment section. The fact that they don't want to get into, so it's like fight or flight. So it's like, well, I don't want to get into it. So I'd rather not deal with it. Do y'all know people like that? Where they like, I'm not going to pick a side. I'm just going to sit back and just, If you have friends like that, if there's a disagreement between yourself and a friend of yours, and there's a third party involved, and it's like, well, why don't you, don't you agree? And they're like, don't drag me into that. I don't want none of that. Why? Because it's a confrontational situation and circumstances happening, and they don't want to have to be party to that. As we would say, don't drag me into that drama. I don't want to be a part of none of that. That's something that can definitely be able to come into the forefront. The Affluent Man says, yes, I've had friends and spouses like that. Yeah, to where they definitely back away and retreat. I can speak for myself. My attachment style is securely attached. And like I shared with you guys last week, my girlfriends tell me that they're like, oh yeah, you securely attached, all right. I'm like, if it don't serve me, I'm not gonna sit around. Okay. I understand and I'm okay with it, and I can be able to peace out. Because I don't want at any point in time anyone to feel as if though they're being forced into a situation, shall we say. And I also don't want to feel as if though I'm forced into a situation that's not going to be beneficial for them and or beneficial for me. But that does not mean that there aren't times that I want to be able to not necessarily touch on a subject at that particular time, because it may be too hot at that time. But that doesn't mean I am dismissive avoidant. It just means at that point in time, I need to go ahead and let that rest. Y'all know what I mean by let it rest or let it breathe? Yes. Or cornered into being with you. Yes, exactly. So I'm like, sometimes you have to be able to step back and take a breather, y'all, because it may be too hot at that point in time to continue to get into that conversation. And with the person that is dealing with the dismissive avoidant, if the situation continues to elevate, then they are definitely taking flight. Definitely going to take flight. And then if you try to bring up that situation again, the possibility of them still staying engaged or even want to touch on that is going to be a no, because they're like, I already know. It's like putting their hand on a hot stove. They're like, I already know it's hot. I'm not about to go ahead and do nothing hot. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to turn around and not deal with that. So when I think about dismissive avoidant in business, Okay, let's think about this in business. They don't want to make the hard decision. This can be a very problematic situation if this person is in HR. Hey, get them vet. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I surely do appreciate you. So this can be a problem when you're having to work with somebody, okay? And they don't want to have to bring the hammer down. It's like, nah, I don't. I'm like, well, you HR. This is something that you are going to have to be able to handle. Or let's just say that it's a coworker of yours and you guys have similar duties. And then they constantly want to back off and not, and then they, well, nah, you go ahead and do it. Okay, that would get on my last nerve. Look here. I ain't getting paid my paycheck and your paycheck. I'm only getting paid my paycheck, boo. And I'm going to need you to step on up to the plate. You're going to need to deal with this. No, it's not the easiest thing to handle, but it is something that needs to be taken care of. Now, when I think about it with parent to child, okay, because like I said, it's relationships across the board. So it's not always about male, female, romantic type, okay? So let me think, I'm putting my different hats on in regards to relationships. And I think about that as a mom, okay? And going back to thinking about that as a mom, I wish my son was on here so he can kind of tell you. He was just like, Mom, I used to thought that you liked. I was like, boy, what in the world makes you think that any parent well, I'll just speak for me, that I really wanted to go in and give corporal punishment all the time. No, I knew it needed to be done if it came to those particular circumstances. But it's like punishing you is like punishing me. And it's just like, but I know it's something that needs to take place because it's going to be able to help you move to the next level. And so in thinking of the dismissive avoidant type, we have to go back, and if we're willing to sit down and listen and be able to hear exactly where they're coming from, and for us to be able to understand if that is their attachment style, how we can be able to, oh, my son said he is right here watching. Hey, handsome. Thank you so much for chiming in, handsome. So go ahead and tell your mama if she's wrong, okay? Just let me know. Or you can let the people know. But yeah, I never was like, oh, let me get in here and have some fun with this. It's just like, let me, look, I'm only coming here, do what I need to do, so I can get this done and over with. And he can tell you, I would always give a long behind dissertation in advance, like, oh, I sure can't wait for this to be over with. But it's important to be able to kind of know that dismissive avoidant, even when it comes parent to child, that those possibilities are in there, guys. They're definitely in there. So I want y'all to kind of tell me, how do y'all feel about dismissive avoidant attachment styles? Do you feel like that's something that you deal with on a regular basis? Or do you feel that maybe if you can go back and think of some previous relationships that you were in, that you can be able to say, yeah, I think that person was that. Okay, let's see what my son got to say. He says there was, you know what? There was a lengthy proclamation before the bell slammed, talking my ear off. Yes, God wanted you to be able to understand, look, I don't have to keep doing this all the time. And I didn't want them to just think I was coming in and do a corporal punishment because, whatever. But yeah, he right. Definitely was lengthy. And I always said, my mother, I was like, I'm not going to be nothing like, my mother would be going for hours, okay? Hours, y'all. It's just like, oh, but that's just who my mama was, okay? And that's just who I was. I didn't, just want my kids to let them know, like, look, this is why this is happening now. But it wasn't anything that I could avoid because I was in a situation to where, that other parent that's not something they wanted to do. And so it was left up to me to do. And it was just like, dude, this is part of the job. This is part of the job description. It's not a happy thing that has to be done, but it is something that has to be done. And it is what it was. Okay. Look, you know what? Affluent man is laughing, yeah, for sure. Okay, Lindsay Sparks, 597. Do you have any tips on how to get rid of a cough and upset tummy? But I'm a type 2 diabetic. Let's see. I don't know if my recommendation, because you're a top 2 diabetic, would be something that could, because I'm not a medical professional. Okay, so I hesitate in giving you medical advice. If there is anybody in the room, TikTok family, that can be able to help out Lindsay Sparks 597 in regards on how to get rid of a cough and an upset tummy. She's a type 2 diabetic. Please go ahead and chime in and help her on out. I know how I deal with the cough and an upset tummy, but I'm not a type 2 diabetic. So that's a bit of a touchy spot for me. So what I do in regards to a cough, I like to drink tea with honey in it. But being that you're a diabetic, I don't think that that's going to be beneficial. You see what I'm saying? Texas Crafty Nest. Hey there, darling. Thank you so much for tuning in. I surely do appreciate you. Mary Covington, 723. Thank you so much for joining as well. You guys are rocking it. Now, of course, I cannot leave my TikTok. I'm sorry, not my TikTok, my Facebook and YouTube folks on read because they are sitting at 756 right now. And of course, you guys already know how we do over here. I don't hold you guys past the 30 minutes. Why? Because we already know how this goes over here, y'all. So I want to thank now TikTok. I'm still with y'all, but I got to sign off on, the YouTube side. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off with them, but I'm still staying on with y'all. Okay. Like I said, my screen over here is different than my screen over here. So I got to make sure I'm giving equal love. Ain't but so much of Jersey girl to go around, people. Ain't but so much. So I got to make sure I close out with them guys. Okay, so Miss Monica 247, try lemon, hot water with cinnamon stick and cloves. Best to ask your doctor though, right? Thank you, Miss Monica, for giving her, some additional things there that will be helpful to her. So appreciate it. I love my TikToks, because y'all the bomb.com. I'm trying to tell you, Cozy Niche be up in here getting it done. King 62004 joined. Thank you so much for joining there, King. Surely do appreciate you. Okay, so my Facebook and YouTube folks, y'all know how much I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But our time has come to an end, y'all. So if you want to go ahead and follow us more over here on TikTok, baby, just go ahead and pop on over. We're going to end y'all over here. But it is JG Cozy Niche on TikTok. So y'all hop on over. We got more talking to do over there. Plus, there's quite a bit more freedom on TikTok than it is over here. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. That wraps it up for this edition of Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with us. Make sure that you hit that bell, the notification bell, so that way you can be notified every single time I go live or upload a new video. Because the YouTube channel is where you get your steak, potatoes, desserts, and drinks, baby.